Today in ATS, we've left Missouri for a big delivery in the Northwest. We have a new truck and 2 trailers of goods that will make sure this run is never dull, as there are a couple of close calls to be had. Today, here on CZM 29. Well guys, we got a new truck. The last few videos we've been driving that used Kenworth, and so I thought, we've obviously made a lot of money doing all the deliveries, have not been spending it, so we got us a new truck this time. Got a Freightliner FLD, and yeah, so we're going to be driving this. We are in, we're in Washington because I bought a new truck, just like when I bought the used Kenworth. Even though this truck, I put its home garage as Missouri, which is where we've been driving, because my home garage is in Washington. That's why it put us back in Washington. So I'm not one to fast travel, so I guess we'll just have to do some deliveries. And well, we've been driving in Missouri for a few videos, so we're going to be driving in Washington down to Oregon today. We have got a delivery of televisions, a big double trailer of televisions. So let's check out the new digs here. New truck. Very cool, very cozy. Very cozy in this truck. I got it with pretty basic options. I haven't customized much on it yet. I wanted to just kind of do that as I went. The outside is pretty basic. I didn't get any fancy lights or anything really yet. One thing I like about the truck, I like how sleek it looks. It looks really sleek because of all the plastic bodywork and the lack of air filters. You know, the air filters are under the hood, and it's got the side skirts over the tanks and everything. It gives a real sleek look, which I like. Now, so now I got a whole different set of gauges to get used to. This truck does have a clock though. So let's see if I'm reading that right. It is, yep, clock actually. I've never seen that before. Is it just me, or if that is a clock, then it's 5 minutes slow. That doesn't make any sense. Why would a clock in a video game be slow? Well, I don't know, but it is. Very well. We'll just see how that pans out. Yeah, down at the bottom of the screen it says it's 12:20. Clock says it's 12:16. Well, we'll figure that out. Okay, that caught me off guard. All right, so where's our trailer? You know, I didn't even look. I just started driving. I think I'm actually going away from it. I think it might have been over where we were. Yeah, so we're picking up a load of televisions. Why is it pointing me literally back where we were? Well, let's go find out. That was just a mechanic shop. Wait a second. No, it's right here, actually. I was like, wait, that can't make sense. That silence was my brain actually working. I was like, that can't make sense. It can't want us to go back the way we came without having us turn around. See, it wasn't telling us to turn around anywhere. It was just the red line was where we came from. And then I looked up and I saw the logo on that trailer right there, Enterpriser, and I was like, wait a second, that's the company that, with the TVs that we're picking up. I had to do some thinking in there, and I was like, oh, I think it just so happens that we stopped at the place. That's what happened there. We stopped at the place. What a coincidence! What a weird place to stop and wonder what's going on. So it's looking to me like we're going to want to back here to get the trailers. This is why I'm turning around here. So, first time driving this truck, like literally the first time. So far, I like the ergonomics of it. One thing I like about it is the mirrors had 2 options. I could mount the mirrors on the door or the hood. By default, the mirrors are mounted to the door, which is where I have them. And I like it. It's got a real cozy, when you're in the cab, you see the mirrors kind of have kind of wraps around. It's very cool. But anyway, just speaking of the ergonomics. Okay, yeah, trailer's back here. Okay. So far, the cab ergonomics seem good. All right, so let's see if this truck is easier to hitch up than the Kenworth was, or is. We still have the Kenworth. I just figured we'd drive something different, and maybe we'll hire a new driver and have him drive the Kenworth. I mean, certainly put a lot of miles on it. Definitely got to drive it some. Oh, look at that. Hitched right up. I had to back into it a little bit, but yeah. All right, so yeah, we've got us a double trailer. Normally I like single trailers because I like to be able to back up. I enjoy backing semis, and I like to be able to if I have to, certainly. But all the high-paying jobs were either super heavy loads or double trailers. So I was like, okay, let's take a double trailer because I want to make good money. So where we are going is, it's over 500 miles. It's longer than usual. That's okay. Let's see. Let's have a look at our route here. So we are going to somewhere in Oregon. Waypoint 1 is if we just happen to, if I happen to see that on the map. Oh, and then there's a, there's another viewpoint right here. This little pull off. So let's put a point there. Yeah, there's no reason to add any more distance to it. So I'm guessing it's going to be a pretty scenic route. That one road alone has like 3 things to see on it. All right, so we're taking a really scenic route. There's lots of interesting stuff along the way. I may have cut that down. One stretch of road looks really interesting, and it alone has like 3 different points to stop and see stuff. So that's really, really cool. Like getting out of here, did I leave myself enough room to turn? Let's see. I think so. We're going, all right, that's good. We're set up for a right turn. Let's get the camera out here. Yeah, we're set up for a right turn, so that's actually I'm kind of glad. Let's look a little wider here. Nice and careful. Come on, truck. Please don't give me trouble getting out of the darn place. Well, nothing I can do now but drive forward. All right, there we go. Okay, well, we're out. Yeah, we got like a full-on, like, I don't know if it's a full 53-footer, but we got like a regular length trailer up front here. So you're gonna have to be a little careful with that. All right, we're gonna have to watch this guy around turns. Yeah, what I meant about the mirrors here. Let's see. Yeah, when I turn, it just kind of comes right, like full on in view. I like how it's like full on in the view there. I haven't adjusted the any of the stuff in here. I haven't adjusted the steering wheel or the mirror positions. We'll see how they work. It seems to me like I might want to tilt that mirror in a bit, but maybe it'll be okay. Steering wheel looks okay. The seating position, everything's fine. I haven't messed with any of the settings yet. Why is there miles on my odometer? That's something I'll have to get to the bottom of later. For now, yeah, I just noticed, what if I... Second here, I'm just messing with buttons. Yeah, so the odometer buttons don't work. Well, I have an idea about that. We'd have to visit a shop, though. We'd have to visit a shop. I have an idea about that. I think this particular truck, I think, has an option for the odometer that I didn't purchase, so we'll deal with that later. All right, for now, let's get going. And yeah, a little slow up the hill, but I have no idea how the truck drives yet. It looks good. I love the look of this truck. Love the look of this truck. And yet we already have to pull over. Already pulling over. So the clock says it's about 5 till 1. Yeah. Let's see. The clock on the, I'm sorry, I saw the turn signal on. The clock on the dashboard was 5 minutes slow. Now it's 5 minutes fast. I don't know about that. Yeah. Well, I like the analog clock, as I've said before. I like it. Especially since it means like it's easier to run without the interface because I have a clock on the dashboard I can see. But I definitely don't like it if I can't trust it. If it's 5 minutes one way or the other, that's fine, but... Okay, we got to get off here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of roads to pay attention to here in this starting area before we... Well, really kind of the whole way. There's no point in this journey where we get on a freeway for any real length of time. Ooh, got a lot of weight behind us. Well, I mean, not that much. We got a lot of trailer behind us, but they're not that heavy. I didn't see what it said at the weigh station, but... Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this clock thing. That's kind of weird. As long as it stays within like 5 minutes, I'd be fine. Oh yeah, let's see. Taking these turns. Let me watch my trailer around this turn. Want to see how it tracks, so I know. I think I want to move that, adjust that mirror some, maybe. Well, the trailer just kind of disappeared behind me. See, I'm pulling a lot of... We got a lot of trailer behind us, and I can't see any of it, so... It seems to me like... I mean, there's at least probably 80 feet of trailer behind us, right? And you would think that we should see some of that in the mirrors, so... Yeah, we got us steep roads here in Washington, but that's why I put the home garage here, because I like the mountain roads and the challenge of it all. Be a little ways to get out of this, but truck sounds good. The engine it's got 515 horsepower. That's what it came with. Should be fine pulling up these hills. So I made sure to get us rest and fuel before we departed. And, well, yeah, I just figured that we've driven that Kenworth for the last, I don't know, 5 or so videos. I've been wanting to get one of these trucks. Now, this is a, oh, left lane ends, okay. This is a mod truck like most all of them that I drive, and there's a link to it in the description below. But this is one that, it's like a new feature of the mod. This particular mod truck is it's a Freightliner FLD. Well, it was like an older version of it, but then this newer FLD was added on to it. So it's like the same truck, but with like a newer body on it. And I was like, oh, I want to buy this. So it's the same truck inside that I've driven before, like the other Freightliner that I've driven before in videos here. The only difference I'm seeing, it's part of the same mod. I guess it's just a different body. It's a newer body. What's our speed limit here? 60? Let me set our cruise control. Oh, we don't have a truck info thing, do I? So I can't see if my cruise control is even on. Well, it was on, because I just... Yeah, I want a truck info thing so I can see when my cruise control is set and what it's set for. Or get used to it. Every truck has some kind of period of, you know, adjustment where you got to get used to it. So we can set this. So it's set for roughly 50 miles an hour. 55 should be. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I want some kind of indicator for this. Okay, we got to slow down for this. For now, I'm just going to have to watch the speedometer. I'm used to having a readout for the cruise control. Alright, we are turning right up here. Yeah, if we get to a place with a shop, which we actually just passed as I said that. Let's turn around. Well, I want to see if, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it would be nice to have a cruise control display that I can see, you know, on the way there. So here's what we're going to do. There was literally a shop right back here. Just having a look around here for, I was looking for a place I can park the trailers. Let's see. I mean, the shop is right across the street. We're not blocking anything here. Look, it's, I kind of hate, it's kind of irresponsible a little bit. This is not a proper, like, parking space, but, I'm going to dodge over here to the shop. Because I'm also curious about that, the odometer thing as well. The odometer thing, and then, yeah, the cruise control thing. I didn't want to drive 500 miles not being able to see if my cruise control is even on or not. There was no feedback that I saw. All right, so let's go in here real quick. So right here, there should be a, yeah, functioning. Okay, so functioning, it had a static odometer, so I put a functioning one on it. And we need to find some kind of trip computer. That's what we need. Boom. Oh, and it blocks that mirror. Oh, that is a royal pain. There's possibly a way around that. That is fixed like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap our front mirrors to a different style. Yeah, I figured I could. We're going to swap this. So I don't like these as well. But, all right. So we should have that all fixed up. Let's hop in the truck here and see what we got. So as far as odometer, right. And it must have reset that to when I bought the truck itself. I would assume so, yeah. So when I bought that, what it did is it just swapped the truck's static odometer to a dynamic one. It was already keeping track of the truck's miles and everything, so what it did is it just put that information in there. 62 total miles and 54 since I reset the trip, because after we started driving it, I reset the trip. So, okay, so that's working. And then over here, we've got, oh, that's really easy to read, that information over there. That is beautiful. I adjusted the hood mirrors, although now we kind of can't see the right one, but whatever. Let's get going. Okay. I don't like these hood mirrors as well, but sometimes, yeah. And there was other options, but I kind of want to get going. I want to hook my trailer back up. I didn't like that I left it there, although it's out of the way. Also, though, where are you going to find a place to park such a long darn trailer? So I see that there's rest spaces there, but I can't back it up, and it wouldn't have fit in any of those anyway. So we're going to rehook back up to this and get back on the road now with some things functioning in the truck. It was really weird not being able to have any readout whatsoever as to my cruise control, or even, there was not even any indication that cruise control was on. So I felt like I was blind. I was really, really blind as far as that goes. Like, every time I let off the gas pedal, I didn't know if the truck was going to keep going or if it was going to slow down, because there was no indication it was even on. And maybe there's an indicator on the dashboard I hadn't seen yet, but, hey, part of getting used to a new truck. We're going to have to jockey with this a little bit. There we go, first try. Now with this truck, I could actually feel it. Maybe it was just it wasn't my imagination. I could feel it. Maybe I did with the Kenworth also. I don't know. But with this truck, I could feel it like in the steering wheel. Literally, I could feel the steering wheel feed back as I pulled in, as I backed the fifth wheel into the pin. I could literally feel the steering wheel. I could feel it slide in, is what I'm saying. Can't say that happened with the Kenworth. Wow, look at this truck. This thing is beautiful. It is awesome. Did we clear that turn over here? I'm sure we did. Oh, yeah. We're good. All right, guys, let's get going. All right. Oh, I feel so much better. Oh, wow. That info screen is it's the Kenworth has a similar one. It's not near as easy to read. For some reason, I couldn't say why. It's not easy to read that one. This truck's got a nice interior. I chose aluminum for the dashboard instead of wood, which I'm liking. I could have gone with, another option which is tempting was blue, like the truck's color, but I went with aluminum. I didn't take a whole lot of options, but I did go with that, with a few things, Like I just have a regular plastic bumper. I don't have any lights or anything on the bumpers yet, or on the outside of the truck. Didn't really do much fancy at all. I want to see how the truck does. So far, I like this. I've liked these trucks. Of these mods, the Jon Ruda mods, which are the trucks that I drive, I like his trucks. This was the first one that I ever bought, was this Freightliner here a couple years ago, and through the updates, I've just always liked this truck. It's funny that this is the first one of his I ever bought, and I still like it. All right, sharp-ish turn. Yeah, a little bit. Now, can I rotate? Can I follow this turn and rotate to see how the trailer's tracking? Yeah. While going around a turn, yeah. Trailer's fine. All right. Yeah, this truck has a real, as I'm rotating it, it's like the mirrors. I like the way the mirrors are angled. Like, they're angled to face me. So, like, as I turn while I'm driving, like, the mirrors are, like, I feel like they're, like, yeah, really handy like that. I might want to, like, readjust them. Like, I do feel like that mirror needs to be pointed more at me, because like I said, we have like 80 feet of trailer and I don't see any of that back there. But all right, so 60 miles an hour. There we go. Yeah, and there's that seatbelt light. I don't know about that. I know that, yeah, like I said earlier, it's not on when the truck's not on, so it literally lights up. I don't know if there's a way I can make it go away, but I guess it's not that bad, really, so. All right, we are getting off here to hop on to a road. To Yakima, east to Yakima. This truck has a nice, very nice view out the windshield. It's got a big, tall windshield, which I like. Not as tall as, say, the, I think it's the Western Star 5700X. Yeah, that one has, it seems to me like that windshield is really tall, but this has got a good, big, tall windshield, which I like. I like to be able to see more when we're driving. Now, where are my light switches? I want to familiarize myself with the dashboard. Where's light switches at? Yeah, I don't even know if my lights are on or not. Oops, gotta watch this turn. Okay, I don't know where the switches are, so let's pay attention to the road. Okay, there's headlights on. Okay. Okay, that's running lights. I don't know where the switch position is. I'll have to look for that later. What I was doing is I'm just toggling the lights, looking at the dashboard to see where is the switch that's flicking. I didn't see it, but the dashboard lighting up, it's really... It surprised me, honestly. During the day, I didn't expect to see the dashboard light up, you know, noticeably, but it did. So, really impressed so far with the truck because the info screen is super easy to read with all the right info that I want to see. And the dashboard, the speedometer gauges, they light up really clearly. I like that. I love the sleek look of the truck, too, you know, like I said, I really do. This light switches might be behind the steering wheel there, and that's where I was looking. That's kind of why I was swerving like a little bit. It's because I was kind of trying to move the steering wheel so I could see the switches behind it there. So watching that clock, it's showing about 6 minutes fast. I guess that's just how it's going to be. If that's the case, well, that's fine. Where's our fuel gauge? Okay, I see our fuel gauge. Oh, we got to turn here. It's always important. You know, I always try to know where all that stuff is so I know what I'm looking at here. And we are going... Sorry, I probably muted some of that. I feel like my voice doesn't sound right. It's like going away or something. I keep trying. I probably muted myself there for 30 seconds or something. I keep trying to talk. My voice is like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I got a hood mirror there, but we can't really see out of it. I'll find a fix for that later. I could get a different hood mirror, but then I would have 2 different hood mirrors on each side, and that looks weird. I could just run without it, or I could get a different one for both. I don't know. When we were at the shop earlier, I just want to get going again, so I just put on these hood mirrors, fix the odometer, etc. And anyway, so I guess put our cruise control back on. Cruising through the Washington countryside, 2-lane highway. Got a farm up here. There's a lot of farms here. There's a lot of cattle delivery jobs, which pay well. I was gonna take cattle. But hang on. This turn. It didn't say to slow down, but that turn. Ooh, man, that was messy. Well, I was coming at it, and I didn't see any signs anyway. But as I was coming up to it, it was looking sharper and sharper. And I was like, all right, do we gotta get weight here? Nope, we don't. All right, good enough. So the cattle jobs pay really well, and there's always a lot of cattle jobs in this area of Washington. But they're like local. They're all within like a couple hundred miles, and I wanted to go farther. So that's how we ended up with 2 trailers, because I was like, well, I wanted a high-paying job to make some money. This truck was not too expensive, but it cost some money. Alright, I'm gonna leave it off cruise control because we've got, yeah, lots of turns here. Some scenic roads here in western Washington. And stop sign. Yep, stop sign. Just having a look at this truck. This is a nice looking truck. Nice looking truck. I was hoping to get like a cool, some cool cinematics for like the opening intro of the video or something, but I think we should not try to drive like that because, yeah, we're fine. Obviously we're fine, but had I waited one more second to get back in the cow, we wouldn't have been. I wanted some cinematic driving footage. We got it. And we got a pretty view up here too. Yeah, we're gonna have a few viewpoints along the way. Not yet. Not until we pass through. Not until we're like on the last stretch of it. Wow. So yeah, I gotta really watch the speed through here. Really watch the speed through here. And really watch where we're going. So we got a right turn. We're gonna get back on some kind of freeway here. Oh wow, what's this up here? And I think, did I hit a button? I might have hit something on my dashboard. Yep. There we go, okay. Shifted into neutral on accident. I was just looking at this over here. It's like a dam or something. I don't know what it is. Best to keep driving, but it's something cool over there. Dallas Bend. Dallas? I don't know. You know, we got something up here. I guess, yeah, the Dalles. And I guess we're going straight through it. And it doesn't, there's no indication that the, speed limit's slower. Oh, there's a thing up here. A viewpoint. Can we get to it, I wonder? It looks like it's in the other lane. Let me have a look at it. I'm gonna have a look at it on the map. It looks like it's in the other lane. So we're here. Whoops. I need to click that. See where we're at. So yeah, there's a viewpoint there. To get to that, I guess I'll get that another time. We've got somewhere stopping for up along the, you know, further along the way. That's a whole thing, and yeah, okay, I know that's there. I'll get that some other time when I'm going the other way, or you know, any other time when I don't have, we're stopping in other places, so. Oh, there's a cool church thing over there. Oh wow, really pretty big church. Wow, time flies. It's already 6 o'clock. Where's my headlight switch without swerving? Find my headlight switch. There, headlight should be on. We'll have to find that switch on the dashboard at some point. Are my brakes on? Yeah, I didn't want to swerve anymore, so I'm keeping my eyes on the road, and I'm just like feeling around for my buttons. Okay, way station. I think it said way station. I don't see one. Yep, there it is. Now I see it. Alright, another way station. Let's see what we weigh. Oh no, I don't think I've ever done that before. Did I actually drive up past it? There we go. 97,000 pounds. Wow, it said that... Huh. I swear it said that the trailer was 50,000 pounds. There's no way the truck is 47. Okay, well, regardless, we've got a much heavier load than I thought, which would explain the crazy amount we're getting slowed down pulling up the hills. Alright, yeah, so we do have a pretty heavy load. But again, yeah, I mean, look how long it is. Long load, it says. Yeah, it is. Sure that we get our lights on. Yeah, we do. I'll have to find those switches at some point. And we've got 280 miles left. Not bad. And it's a beautiful, beautiful drive here, too. Very scenic. That's one thing I like about up here. Well, that's, again, like I said earlier, it's why the home garage is here. It's very scenic. And it's also why I like taking roads that are not the freeways. Although, I mean, this kind of is, but we got more turns and more traffic and more things to see in general. And a lot of the roads we're taking here are not freeways. Oh, what button was that? I hit a button. I don't think it did anything. But we got a turn here. I got to figure out which... Tell me I wasn't supposed to get off there. No. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what button that was that I just pressed. Darn it. Okay, we've got exit here. Well, hopefully we'll get there before... No, it'll probably... Yeah, it'll be dark. Yeah, it says the estimated time when we get there is midnight. So yeah, it will be dark for sure. It'll be dark for sure when we get there. And since we've got the tandem trailers, there's no backing required, so it'll be a quick delivery to turn in and get paid for. There's that. Okay, we are going south towards Salem here. 50 miles an hour. And listen to this thing chug up this hill. Very cool. Right lane ends. Alright. There we go. No worries. No problems. Yeah, all these like high, like sky high interchanges in Washington, they look cool, but I've taken the wrong ramp a few times and gone to the wrong place. We're gonna keep going south. It's really beautiful here. I'm getting some cool camera footage. I mean, it does, well, I mean, I am recording, right? Obviously I'm recording because you're watching this, you know, and so cool footage clips to use, you know, wherever. I always try to keep that in mind, you know, when I'm farming, you see me do it a lot. It's a lot more dangerous to do here because I could crash the truck, you know, but, it's good to have cool, sexy footage of stuff. Even though it's getting a little dark now. We've got 200 miles left. Right lane ends again. Is that car gonna get in front of me? Come on, car. Last chance. Yeah, now here's where our trip is going to start getting interesting. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's trolling. What the heck? Come on, car. Oh, wow. The minute I swap lanes, we were like synchronized. Now I had to slow down for that. We should be seeing our little points of interest along the way. They should be coming up soon-ish on the map, I'm thinking. Not the best time of day to take in sights. It'll be dark. Won't be able to see much. But we're going to be passing through a couple of viewpoints and like a camera thing. I don't know. I marked them on the map. We'll see when we get there, but they shouldn't be too far, the places that I marked. In fact, what's up here? Is there anything up here? It almost kind of looks like there is, but... Yeah, I'm going to check this because I don't want to accidentally pass something. I see stuff up here. No, it's just random icons. Okay, not until we get on the coastal highway over here is when we start seeing stuff. Oh, there's a viewpoint up there too. There's a lot down here. This is going to be a very scenic drive. And yeah, darn it. You know what? It is too... Hang on, I just had a thought. I was just thinking, it's too bad. It's going to be night for all of this. Oh, it doesn't have to be nighttime for all of this. We're going to stop and rest. Yeah, let's stop and rest. That way it's not nighttime. I mean, this is like the most obvious thing, right? So we're making an unscheduled stop here. Should be able to rest up here. Let's see. Should be a place where you could rest. If I can get the truck. Let's see, what are we looking at here? I'm not sure I could pull over there. Or you think it's showing? Well, I don't see anything over there. Now, it says there's something there, but... Oh, wait, it's up here still. Oh, there was over there, it said. I was all focused on this right here. Yeah, rest area. Let's get a look at it. Truck parking, it says. Yeah, we can make this work. We can make this work. This way, I mean, we're going to miss so many sights, you know? There's like so many things we're going to be rolling through at night. Not only that, but the road itself, I would imagine, is scenic because there's so many points along the way. Now, I'm going to have to... Oh, no, is it... Okay, yeah. My trailer may not be perfectly straight, but it's really touchy where it will actually let you rest. Okay, we're actually not bad. Yeah, we're not bad. I hit that sweet spot, and so we're going to have to rest here. Now we can keep moving in the daylight. Now we won't miss anything. So that's cool. I'm going to get back in the truck and see. No, the truck's... Yeah, okay, never mind. No, the seatbelt light is on. So it's not a light. Maybe it is just a sticker that says fasten seatbelt. Okay, I thought it was like a seatbelt light. I was going to have to try to figure out how to... Okay, I was wrong. Right. Now, see if we can get out of here. This was a really impromptu stop. I mean, right? Really long trailer. Do we have to pull a tight Yui? I think so. Oh my gosh, these trees. Oh, these trees. I'm just trying to get an overview of... No, okay, yeah. The trees were blocking my sight the entire time. We don't need to turn that tight. We can get out here. And that's all I was trying to see. I was trying to see, can we get out up here? Yeah. In fact, we want to kind of snake around a bit. There we go. See some of the sights of Salem, Oregon while we're pulling out of town here. Whole day ahead of us. Estimated time of arrival about 11 a.m. 200 miles left. There's a truck headquarters we could buy. Of course, we just bought one in Missouri. But yeah, that's cool. This would be a cool place for a garage. I like this place. I do like this place. Maybe I should buy a garage here. We don't have one in Oregon. Well, I'll keep this in mind. I feel like so far it's been a very hectic trip. The trailer is really long. I've had to pay a lot of attention trying to keep it straight in certain places, take certain corners. Of course, yeah, there's been a lot of sharp turns also. It has been an eventful trip. This is why I like not taking the freeway as much. You know, these roads are more unexpected with more kinds of turns and whatnot, but we've also had stuff unexpected in the way of, the impromptu stop at the auto shop at the beginning and that stop there, etc. And I hope this turn's not as tight as it looks. On the map, this turn looks super tight. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing on the inside. Alright, back on the freeway. Back on the freeway. Back on the freeway. Alright. And we've got 20 miles to Albany, 50 something to wherever that was. Eugene, I think it said. 60 miles an hour. So we do got us a stretch of freeway here. And we'll want to be keeping an eye out for those points of interest that I marked. Should have 3 of them. So I'm going to keep that in mind, that Salem, Oregon, that garage there. It looks like a cool place to have a garage, maybe. So I do plan on heading back to Missouri. I guess we're going to be driving this truck for... Getting off here? Yeah. For I don't know how long. Hang on, I need to get around this turn. I'm trying to think while I get up this hill. I need to keep some speed. We also need to turn. Yeah, wow. Really keeping me on the old toes here. Yeah, so we'll be driving this truck quite a bit, I guess. I got it. It's brand new. It's got 365 miles on it. I like it a lot. Yeah, tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I like this truck a lot. I like the really sleek look. It's kind of got like a maybe a 1990s style body, which I kind of like. Kind of like the body style of it. And normally I always have like, I like the air filters on the outside of the tank, on the outside of the hood, and the tanks and everything. But I also, at the same time, I like this how this one's sleek. It's sleek. I don't know. It's, yeah. Tell me what you guys think. I think it's got a cool kind of sleek, modern-ish look, but it's still got the, you know, some of the old-fashioned touches like I like as well. So I think that I like this truck a lot. Dashboard's easy to read. The information, the trip computer over there is definitely easy to read. Okay, 45 miles an hour here. This road. Yeah, of all my mod trucks from Jon Ruda, which is where I get these, this is the one I've driven the most. But like I said earlier, this is a new like model of the same one. It's the same mod. This Freightliner Classic is the one I've driven the absolute most. So if you were going to buy a Jon Ruda mod, like if you were going to, and you were wondering, hey, before I spend 30 bucks on a truck, are any of these worth it? I've driven these for a couple of years, and I will say this is the one I've driven the most. So there's input if you were like on the fence about, oh, I don't know if I want to do that or not. This one's really solid. I mean, they all are, but I've put, I don't know, probably 20,000 miles on this Freightliner, this model. Estimation, because I know I have one with, I don't know, 12 or so thousand, and I have a few others I've driven some. Well, it's pretty back here. This is what I think of when I think of Oregon and Washington, of course. You know, I think of all the trees, all the big pine trees and everything back here. Some of Washington, like some of it that we drove through like near the beginning of the trip was kind of looks almost deserty, which I don't know. I don't think I've ever been up to Washington, but I definitely don't think of high desert. It's not what I think of. This is what I think of. So I like these green bits of the Northwest. I like the Northwest in general. I've done one video series driving around the Northwest, and I wouldn't mind doing more. I like seeing the Northwest here. But I guess any part can be fun to tour around and see when you haven't been there in a while. I spent a lot of time out in the Midwest, as you know, the new states in the game over the past few months, like Kansas and Nebraska, well, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, all of the new states lately in the last year or so have been Midwestern states, and it's like, yeah, I want to get back to the Northwest. It's been a while. And soon, well, not soon-ish, no, not soon, but I mean, like, they are creeping toward my original home state. My original home state. I was born in Indiana, born and raised in Indiana a long time ago. I've been back there in a long time, but we are creeping ever closer as I see that they have announced Illinois, I think, which means probably next year or something, but still, they've announced it, and it's like, wow, it's only one state away from where I grew up, you know? Which really means nothing. It's actually less relevant than the fact that I've lived here, where I live, longer... Wait, yeah? Yeah, I've lived here in Colorado longer... I guess that's how it goes. I was born and raised in Indiana. That's always how it was, right? But at this point, I've lived longer out here. So actually, Indiana would be less relevant, technically. That's just cool because that's where I, you know, was a kid. But that's, knowing that that'll someday be in the game, I guess, yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. Right. Now, how's it? What? Headlight offense. It's 9 a.m. Man, that's annoying. Don't you? Isn't it just annoying about this game? Fine, I'll turn them on. My headlights. Okay, so my headlights were not on. My running lights were. This game will get you for that. Yeah, everyone knows that. The thing is, I already checked that when we started off after resting. I was like, do I need headlights? And I was like, no. So I've been running my running lights, and it's 9 a.m., and I get a ticket for not having my headlights on? I mean, I guess... Here. Roll the window down. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cloudy, I guess. It's kind of a cloudy day. But... whatever. Okay, so that happens. I guess... I guess they'll pop you if it's cloudy even. I can't say I really knew that. But I guess they'll get you even if it's cloudy. Because obviously you don't need headlights at 9 in the morning. Well, why do they put a damn headlight switch in the truck anyway then? Why do they put a headlight switch in here at all if I just got to have them on all the time or else risk getting a ticket? Stupid laws. Oh, I've never been through here. Oh, this place is cool. Let's see. You're just gonna keep following this around, I guess, and... I mean, it was just a small ticket. Who really cares? It doesn't matter. Mostly, it just scared me. All right, there's a camera thing up here. We don't have to stop or anything. Probably just take a picture of this bridge. Something scenic for sure. Yeah, little scenic bridge. Oh, there is a viewpoint off to the left down there. Man, there's been a lot then, because I marked 3 on the map, and these 2 here I didn't mark, so there's some stuff I didn't even see. Well, let me see. What's this one down here? Is there a way down there? Honestly, I'll just get it some other time. Look, because we've got... Yeah, I had these marked. I did have that one marked. It took it off. Weird. I've never seen that. At some point, it must have reset my navigation. All right. Well, I'm glad I came here. So, yeah, we had that one marked. And then I had yeah, put a marker there so I can see it. At some point, okay, well, hey, I'm glad I saw that. Let's take a picture here. Photo mode, see what they want me to take a picture of. Anyway, I stopped there to take a picture of the bridge. No big deal. Now we're taking a turn to go down here to this viewpoint. And I'm not sure how, yeah, this could be a maneuvering challenge here. I'm not sure. We'll get a pretty sharp turn down here. If this turn looks too hairy, then we're just going to skip it. It depends. Because we got a big, long trailer behind us, you know? So you guys, let me know if this looks too sketchy. No, we can make that. Yeah, we can make that. Yeah, I actually meant to slow down more for that. I didn't mean to go at it that fast. I was standing on the brake. I was a little focused though. I was focused on deciding if the trailer would go through it. I was so focused on trying to find the mirror over there, slowing down and turning. And but the whole time I was thinking, I'm standing on the brake and I was thinking, man, this needs to slow down a little faster. All right. so we are going past this. What's this? This looks really cool down here. We're going to be rewarded with a really cool viewpoint is the advantage here. It's the upside. It's a very scenic, cool place down here. Assuming that the viewpoint is in such a place that we can get to it. Well, we can. Even if I have to unhook the truck, we can. It's just, I see that it's like off over there somewhere. Yeah, we can get over there. Oh, I think I just saw it at the corner of my eye. It's right over here. Yeah. This is a fine looking truck. So we'll just pull over right here. Shift into neutral, hit the e-brake. And see what we got here. So Newport Yakina Bay Bridge. I started to say Yakima because it's a town in Washington, but then I was like, wait, we're not even in Washington. That's something else. Probably some Native American word. Yeah, pretty cool views of the of water and trees. Water and trees. Got one more stop along the way. Well, it's not a stop actually. It's just a camera thing, I think. I think this is the only stop that we have. It's been a heck of an adventurous drive, that's for sure. Or it feels like it, but I guess that's probably a good thing. I feel like I could have swerved a little less near the beginning. I guess I was getting used to the feel of the trailer. And that is a thing. There is a feel to the trailer. Like, you know, there is, I don't know. All the control devices have feedback that's pretty accurate because, you know, I don't even think about it. It's just like you can feel everything. Like I said, I could even feel when the hitch notched in when I was hooking up the trailer. You don't think about it, how immersive some of this stuff is, but you can feel the truck and everything. And I did start driving better once I got used to the feel of the whole thing. It's just crazy how it is. This game especially has very good feedback on the steering wheel. Like Farming Simulator, no. Farming Simulator is, oh my gosh, it is awful with the steering wheel. I mean, like, I thought it was good at first. I thought it was okay until I played this game. This game has got insane feedback. Insanely good. Very realistic feeling. So, to get back where we're going, we're just going straight. Nice. I like this area. This area is cool. Oh, darn it. By the time I get going... Oh, better start accelerating now. And we've got 112 miles left. That's not far at all. I'm turning my headlights off because I really don't think I need them right now. Now, I don't know why I'm so... I don't know what the deal is with that, to be honest, because I don't know why that bothers me. Like, if it bothers me getting tickets, then why don't I just run my headlights on all the time? I don't know, but something about it bugs me. It bugs me having my headlights on when I know I don't need them. Because the game is immersive, and I do know that they're on. But now they're not. It's just the running lights. I don't know. The game is just that immersive. That's what it is. It's just that immersive that the things that bug me in real life bug me here as well. iFlop? Really? I've never seen that before. Look at that restaurant, iFlop. That's hilarious. You know, they've got, I mean, obviously there's brands in here that are supposed to be like real life brands, but I'm not seeing one that was a straight up parody like that. That's funny. Okay, so here we got us a relatively sharp turn. So we are turning... Oh yeah, we're turning here. We can't go straight. Okay. We're turning here. Look at the outside view. I like the outside view to turn with. It's cool. Except when I ride up on the sidewalk. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Not always successful. All right. All right, our lane is ending. Under 100 miles left. $55 miles an hour, and we got some beautiful scenery here. That's for sure. We should have another camera thing to take a picture somewhere along the way. If, for whatever reason, it got unmarked or I missed it, I guess it's no big deal. It doesn't matter. I like to collect that stuff when I can, but whatever. I sense where e-brake, or not e-brake, engine brake, some kind of brake. Some kind of brake. Wow. That was weird. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, I actually pushed my chair back. Hang on, is my engine brake off? There we go. Whew. Okay, yeah, we have to go around this. Clearly, we have to go around this. I have no choice right now. So we're going to have to just hope with me that everything is going to be fine here. We'll get through this. And I'll explain what happened. Wow. Are we good now? Ooh. Okay, I had no choice there. Okay, so like, I was just... If you were to rewind it, you would see me slow down and say, I was just about to say, I sense something is up. We're going to have to slow down. I don't know what it was. Call it coincidence. Call it pure coincidence. But I was just saying, I sense I'm going to have to slow down here. Call it coincidence. But right as I started reaching for my controls, I was going to hit on the engine brake. Right then, yeah, all that came into sight. So that was as fast as I could stop. That was as fast as I could stop. That was both engine brake switches, and I was standing on the brake so hard I pushed my chair back, and I was not going to stop in time. So then, you see, yeah, so I did the only thing I could do. I was like, I had to get more room, so I got back, I got in the left lane, and I still didn't have time to stop, and then... Well, we got two trailers behind us. It's not like I couldn't back up behind the guy. I was kind of committed, so... I mean, you saw all that, obviously, but I mean, you didn't know how hard I was pushing the brakes. I was pushing them hard. I was pushing every brake that I had in this truck. Except trailer brakes. I guess I wasn't using trailer brakes. I only have one right hand. I was pushing every switch that I had. That was, wow. Man, that was just blind, too, right around that corner, and just bam, right there. So here we've got a camera thing that, yeah, I saw that. Let's see here. Let's see what this camera thing is. I swear there's a camera point here on the map. Yeah, I literally drove right. Oh, no, it's a one you have to stop. Oh, well. Yeah, different kind of camera point. It was a cutscene I should have stopped for. Oh, well. That's my fault for reading the map wrong. Yeah, I remember that now on the map. I did mark that. It is one you stop for. Oh well. I just had, like, I'm still trying to get my head straight after that hectic thing. I almost rear-ended that guy. I think I took a lot of skill not to rear-end that other semi. But then I was in the left lane, and then I was committed to going through the whole thing without stopping. And I was just praying something didn't come the other way. If it did, I would have just got on the shoulder. But yeah, I was praying something didn't come the other way. Alright, well, hopefully there's no more surprises. That was plenty for us today, I think. We only got 49 miles left. Does suck that we missed that viewpoint. But to be fair, there's others that we missed too. Let's take a few more trips. We got some beautiful twists and turns to end our journey with here, with our two trailers full of flat screen TVs. 100,000 pounds of flat screen TVs. And a sharp turn. Historic bridge. A little tunnel. And out the other side, we should be coming up on our delivery really, really soon here. Almost there. And man, it's been a heck of a trip. A trip of a trip. Alright, cruise control for the last bit. 55 miles an hour. Beautiful scenery. Must be going downhill. Yeah, I must have seriously been going downhill because I had it set for 55. I had to triple check that. Man, we're like right on top of the delivery. Well, not really. I mean, 18 miles, but that's pretty darn close. But I don't see anything that looks like... nothing looks like a place that would want 100,000 pounds of televisions. So, there's some stuff down the road a bit. Sometimes those estimated distances, sometimes they get really inaccurate when you get close. So, we'll see. Yeah, I've seen some that are really bad when you get close. Come on. Oh, I just noticed, yeah, the speed limit dropped way down. And a train. And a train. Jesus. Now there's that dump truck in front of me. He turned off and I saw these cars parked here. Well, yeah. Hey, that's why you leave plenty of room to come to a stop. Yeah, here's Coos Bay up here. It looks like a cool little town. I like these small towns on the West Coast. Small little towns, really cool. Beautiful ocean views. There's a lot of stuff in this town. Alright, we're keeping an eye out for where we're going with our televisions here. Map is pretty crowded with stuff right up there. I'm looking to see if there's a garage to buy. This would be a cool place to have a garage maybe. Although I liked Salem. I made a mental note of that. But this place looks pretty cool too. I see a lot of icons. I'm not sure one of them is a garage icon though. So I could look on the map. But here is our turn. Let's see where we're going. Is that on the left? I believe that's it up here on the left. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna kind of use the right-hand lane here a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean all the way, because we've got to make a sharpish turn here. They're probably just going to want to have us pull, yeah, probably just pull this straight ahead, I'm guessing. And let's deal with this quickly while we're, you know, so we can get out of traffic. There we go. Okay, we're just going straight ahead up here. Well, that was one heck of a delivery. It should pay well. I didn't see how much it paid overall. I saw how much it paid per mile, and it was pretty good. It was one of the highest paying jobs. And yeah, these trailers, they are heavy, and it's not your usual tandem trailer. These are long trailers. Yeah, it was a lot to manage. It was a lot to try to bring to a stop, too, let me tell you. Whew. It was a lot to try to bring to a stop. I like the truck a lot. I look forward to, I want to customize this truck some as we progress with it. So let's see here. How much money did we make? I don't know, some 43,000, some monies. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a heck of a job. Guys, thanks for joining me on that. So we're up here in the Northwest. You know, we've been in Missouri for a while. The last few videos we've been in Missouri, and I still do want to finish that event. As you can see, I'm only 7 out of 12, but there's still plenty of time to do it. Still the rest of this month. So that's okay. We've been in Missouri. We've been driving the same truck. So now we got this Freightliner FLD, and we're out west here exploring some beautiful, beautiful scenery. Wow, see that truck? That looks so handsome. I like that, and I might just keep that front bumper. I like it. It really fits with the whole clean and smooth look that this truck has. It's got a real clean look to it. I like. Tell me what you think, guys, and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time, probably tomorrow, for some farming or something like that. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace out.